Lisa, and today we're going to learn the introduction to bash scripting. So the first thing you need for bash scripting is Linux. So I have Fedora Linux 36. So if you don't know how to use it, here's how. Right now it's just this. So you can press your super key to view the stock and to view all your windows. Or you can press this activities button, or you could just move your mouse to the top left corner of the screen instead. So in here, you'll be able to see a bunch of sub-apps. So if I press the Files app, go to open it, but since there's no maximize or minimize button, so to maximize, just double click. And to minimize, just press your super key and open another window. Let me just close out of this. So you'll be able to see this, which says show applications. If I click on it, it's going to show me all the applications that they have installed. You can also make folders by dragging one application into another. So I can make folders. And then you can drag applications onto the dock. So it will disappear from here. So and here is the top bar. And then here you can see our sound, microphone, and the brightness of the screen. And the internet, the battery, the settings, and the shutdown. And here you can just see the date, the time, and notifications. You can also turn on Do Not Disturb. And here you'll be able to see the application that you're in and some stuff you can do with it. And here is just the activities overview. So if you want to install software on Linux, you just go to the activities. Also, if you press your super key and search for something, it's going to search. I'm going to say software. I'm going to choose this. I'm going to say Atom. So Atom is the text editor that we're going to be using. So if I click on Atom, it's going to show all these details. So here is the source. We want to download it, so I'm just going to choose FlatHub. So another way to do it is just to go to this terminal over here, then say Flatpak install Atom. Or just ask you which one you want to use. So I'm just going to say 1. Just the one to install it. Don't say Y. This means yes. So now it's installing Atom. So you just have to wait until it finishes. So now Atom is finished installing. So you can close out of this. Let me just drag Atom onto this dock. So now, if we go over here, we can press the Atom. So it's just going to launch Atom. So I'm just close out of all of these. And here I'm going to say add folders. Then I'm going to go to documents. I'm going to create a new folder. It's called bash tutorials. I'm going to say OK. So now we have this bash tutorials file here, new folder. So right click, then make a new file. You can name it anything, but so you have to put .sh at the end of it. I'm going to say echo Actually, before you write anything in a bash file, you have to put this and then write the exclamation mark, write bin/bash. So then we're going to say echo to write text. So now I want to go to this terminal. I want to write ls. Now it shows all of these. So I'm going to write cd documents. Then I'm going to say ls. And it says bash tutorials. I'm going to say cd bash tutorials. If I say ls again, let's hear main.sh. I'm going to say bash main.sh. So now it says that. So if I wanted to wait for some time, then I can use the sleep function. So if I say sleep 1, it's going to, stop for 1 second. So now if I on it, after 1 second, it shows this. Now if I say echo bash file, then sleep 1, and then echo and then sleep 0.5. So now it does that. So next one I want to learn is variables. So I'm going to just tag all of these out. I won't really take this too. Actually. So I want to write echo my name is. So to make a variable, after it's variable name, I want to call it name. I'm going to set it equal to. You can set it equal to anything you want. So, and then if you want to access the variable, you have to put a $sign and then the name of the variable. So now, if I just go back, documents, and just say bash main.sh. And let's add this to the name. $sign to the name. So in bash scripting, you can't put spaces after the equals. So you write it like this. And if I go back to the command line and on it, it shows that. So anyways, that's the end of today's tutorial. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. So bye. Hi guys, I am Isa, and today we're going to continue our bash scripting tutorial. So I'm just going to do some more commands. So in the first tutorial, we used Atom. So we used Atom to write the code, but instead of using graphical application, instead you can use the terminal to write code. So the Linux terminal, it usually uses bash, so you can do bash scripting stuff with it. So what you can do is write nano then the file name. Actually, before that, I'm going to say touch. Touch is a bash command which is used to create a new file. I'm going to say touch file.sh. Now if I list, we're going to see file.sh. Now we write clear. I'm going to write nano. It's going to be our text editor. I'm going to write sudo nano, and I'm going to say, well, we have the name of the file. That's called file.sh. We have to enter in our password. So now it shows this text editor. So I'm going to just write bin/bash. So if I say something like echo and write some text, and press Ctrl S to save it, and you can also press Ctrl X to exit out of it. So to run it, you're going to write bash file.sh. So there's also another way to run bash files. You need to write // and then the name of the file, to file.sh. Sounds just like a word. Usually it's going to show an error that permission denied. So if you want to fix that error, go to your files. Go to the file.sh, right click on it, go to properties, then go to permissions, and then click on allow executing file as program. So that's another way to run it. I'm going to go back. I'm going to back to editing the file. So this is just a simple bash script. So there's something called WC, which means word counts. So I'm just remove this. So I'm going to say WC, and I want to run it. And say /file.sh. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't need to add an input to the word count. So if you see, I'm gonna go back into that place. I'm going to put this. I'm going to write some text. And I want to exit and run it. So it says command is not found because it has to be a command. So the command I can do is act list. No, not this. So I'm going to say DNF list. So what it does is list all the applications that you have. So you just have to wait until it finishes. So instead of using the string, I'm just going to use ls. The ls function which lists all the files in the folder. So now I have this ls. WC, and I want to say chars, which means characters. So let me save it and exit. Then run file.sh. says that. So if you want to see different functions you can do with word count, you have to write WC help. That shows all of these. So I can say W instead. So it's going to list all the words. So first ls. So there's 13. So there's 13 of these. So that's how the word count function works. Yeah, and another command is the sudo command. Well, we're going to get into that in a later tutorial. So next one is uname. So it says Linux because I'm using Linux. I'm going to say uname help. And stuff you can do. Let's say uname A. It shows all the details. It says Linux, and a bunch of details. So if you want to print one of these, just write this. This was one of these. So if I write uname O, just that. Write uname N, just that. So anyways, that's the end of this tutorial. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe. So bye. Hi guys, I am Isa, and today I'm going to learn how to create a system information viewer using bash scripting and Emacs. So anyways, the first thing we have to do is to install Emacs. So Emacs is a text editor. It's not really a text editor, but simply it's just a text editor. So it's a text editor that we're going to be using to create our system information viewer tool. So you have to open up a terminal and then write sudo pacman sy Emacs. So that should install Emacs. So if we run Emacs, it should show something like this. So anyways, next thing I want to do is install an Emacs work called Doom Emacs. So to install it, we have to open up our web browser. And then search for Doom Emacs. So we have to open its GitHub page. So in here, it shows how to install it. So we have to do a git clone and then do this. Then we just type these commands. Then it should install Doom Emacs. So since I already have Doom Emacs installed, I just have to replace my existing config. It's my Doom Emacs config. So now, if we open Emacs, it will show this instead. So, Doom Emacs uses the Vim key bindings. So anyways, to open a folder, we press space dot. So that is going to open their end, which is Emacs built-in file manager. So I want to go into documents and just where I want to put it. So now, if we want to start writing text, you have to press I to go to insert mode. And if we're going to go back to command mode, press ESC. So to save the file, write a colon to write a command. Once write save, so it's gonna save it. So anyways, I'm going to open up another terminal to cd into documents, and where I put it. So I'm going to say chmod plus x sysv.sh. So that's gonna make it to be executable. So if I run it, shows all of these. So if you run it shows nothing. So anyways, so to do this, we're going to be using the uname command. So if I use uname help, it shows all of these. So now we could put all of those in printf. So I'm going to say printf kernel name I'm going to say and uname s. I'm going to disable all the others. So I'm going to say printf node name and uname n. I'm also going to say print kernel release. That's going to be uname r. I'm going to say kernel version. It's going to be uname v. I'm just going to continue looking for all the others, like machine. Let's go to uname m. Also, we use these two ands to, do a command after doing a certain command. So, yeah. So that's all. Now let me just save it. And I run it also as sysinf.sh command. So see, so it's kernel name, Linux, node name, kernel release, kernel version, machine, processor, hardware platform, and operating system. So we can remove the ones that are not really needed and rename some of them. These, this, and this. So I'm going to replace this with host name. Let's just say replace this with just kernel. We'll replace this with architecture. And this one is going to be the operating system. So now it shows that. So anyways, so this thing we're going to cover is the difference between printf and echo. So if we use echo and use another echo, you'll see that it's going to create a new line before using the other echo. So if we replace these echoes with printf, there's not going to be any lines between it. So that's why we use printf for our system info viewer tool. So if we replace one of these printfs with echo, if I save it and run it, you can see that there's going to be a new line created before the uname command runs, because the uname command already generates a new line, so we don't need that new line. Although if we want there to be a new line in printf, we can use the /n. Let's say /n. That means new line. So now it still says that. Those are another new line, or another /n. No, so it's a backslash, not a forward slash. So anyways, I'm just gonna return it back to normal. So that's how to make your own system info viewer tool using bash scripting. So anyways, that's the end of today's tutorial. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. So bye!